How would you like to drop body fat, improve your shoulders, improve your back, and have a tighter midsection, and only really have to do one exercise? Well, it kind of sounds too good to be true, but let me explain for a second. I talked about a week ago about doing different types of carries or loaded lifts, and there's many different ways to do it. It's one of the less utilized things inside a gymnasium or exercise people are doing. I understand for a lot of people working out at home, it's easier to do some crunches, to do some lunges, to do some air squats, and to do some planks. I get that. But there is something that could help really speed up your entire body fat dropping, improve your metabolism, and help your body. And that's doing different types of loaded lifts. Now, there's many different ways to do it. I showed a few last week in which I was holding on to weights, 2 at a time, some dumbbells, some walks. I was doing some when I was holding them up top. There's many different ways to do it, but I want to show you something a little bit different today. In fact, 2 different ones. One is holding weights like a waiter, or what's called a waiter's loaded walk. Now, right now you can see that I'm holding on to a kettlebell, and I'm holding the kettlebell straight up above my head. Now, one thing I do want to admit, I cannot lock my arms out. Never been able to, even as a kid, so I have a slight flexion in it. That's not supposed to be there. If you can lock your arm out straight, lock it out straight, and walk. It's a little bit easier to do it too when you're locking it out straight. This way you don't have to just rely upon the muscle to hold it up the entire time. But when the weight, whether it's a kettlebell, whether it's a dumbbell, which I also use, there's different loads on the body. It really helps the shoulders. It really helps the upper back if you have any type of upper back pain, which is anywhere from the middle to the upper part of the back and even into the lower part of the neck. And it works the abs like crazy. It also helps work your balance and stabilization. You're just simply locking the weight out, walking, doing one side at a time. Now, another one that I want to show you, which is really cool to do and really works the midsection of your body, especially the sides, your obliques or the sides of your abs. It's called a suitcase carry, and you can see kind of how it looks here. You could use a dumbbell, you could use a barbell, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. You could use a very heavy suitcase. You could load it up, walk, but only put the weight in one side. So we're working one side at a time. You can start with the right side or the left side, it doesn't matter. Now, the thing is, you're going to say, well, I'm not balanced when I'm doing that. Well, that's the case. That's the point with what we're trying to do. You shouldn't be balanced. You should be off balance because your body's going to be fighting to stay upright. And if it's fighting to stay upright, you're going to stabilize and work your core, your abs, your sides of your abs, those oblique muscles I was talking about. And also it goes up the spine even a little bit more, working on those erector spinae, or the muscles that hold the spine in place so it doesn't move out. Now, all the while you're doing this, yes, of course, you're still working your legs, you're still working your quads, your glutes, you're working your shoulders, you're working your arms, you're working a lot of muscles at one time. Now, the more muscles you can work at one time, the more calories you're going to burn. Remember, the place in the body where calories are burned is in the muscle tissue, and when you work more muscle, you burn more calories. So it's a great way to change your body fat, improve your metabolism, drop your body fat percentage, and functionally improve your body all at the same time. So I want you to try some of these different types of weighted lifts. They're super beneficial, easy to do. You don't need a lot of equipment to even pull it off. Yes, you want to make sure that you're doing it properly. Yes, you want to make sure that you're staying upright and your spine is in position. If you do have pain, of course you want to stop doing it. If you have any questions on any of this, please let me know. But these are a few things that we can incorporate, that we could do. Even right now, even during this crazy time when we can't get back to our accountability, our personal training, our nutritional philosophy of all holding it all together, this can help us improve. And if it helps us improve our body composition and our strength, it's also going to help us improve our immune system. And if that happens, we really are prepared to fight and take this whole thing on with more immunity and more fight in our body. So it's a super important thing to do right now in all times. Hopefully today this video served you. I'm Dr. Alessi, asking you to make the most of your life and live it fit.